Hello, hello. Welcome back to Wurm Unlimited. We are starting a new game, so I thought I would go through the startup with you again. This is basically for single player if you want to play on a server that's already up and running. Just stay on internet, click one of these, and go to it. Uh, to play single player or set up your own server or whatever to set up multiplayer. I don't know how to do that. I'm not, I don't know how to work, add stuff to my router and open up different things. I never have figured that out. But at the beginning, you just hit manage local server. You'll come up to this screen, it'll load up this, and then you'll go over here to local server, and you put in your whatever name you want, put in a password down here, leave your port information the same. And you want a home server. You can allow PvP, epic settings. I always keep it on 4 because that's the freedom. I just like playing the freedom. There's I think 4 different kingdoms you can belong to, Jim Kellen and several others, but I always just stick with freedom, which is number 4. You can go to Wurmpedia, www.wurmpedia.com, and anything you want to know, you can look there. The only thing about Wurmpedia is it's mainly for Wurm Online, but most of the things in there do apply to us. You just have to figure out what does and what doesn't. In advanced server settings, leave all this alone, your ports and stuff if you're playing single. Login server, make sure that's checked. You can do a test server. You can have NPCs. That's mainly if you're playing on adventure or having multiplayer. I can set up NPCs later in the game with my magic wand that I call it, my ebony wand, my GM level 5. I want to keep it newbie friendly. And this PvP spy prevention, I always check that. If you hover over things, it will kind of give you sometimes it'll give you an idea of what it is, but I usually check that. I don't want random spawn points because I'm going to spawn exactly where I did last time in the lakes area. And I'm not going to spawn in any of these extra kingdoms. Gameplay tweaks. I'm starting everything. I want to start everything at 50 this time, just to make it easier on you guys. So let's change all these to 50. Player combat rating, I'm going to change that to 50. Action speed multiplier, I'm going to leave that at 2. That's 2 times. So, yeah. Hold a delay, I just leave that what it is. Max creatures, I usually leave that. You can change it. The more creatures you have in the world, the laggier your game is. Aggressive creatures, I always start with 0. There will be some in there, regardless if you start with none. But I don't want bog spiders and all these scorpions and things coming around. I want to be able to set up a big enough settlement to where I don't have to worry about it. I've got no deeding cost set. That way I don't have to pay to have a deed. Single player, you don't need to pay for it. If you're on multiplayer or you're setting up your own server, you can uncheck that, and there is a fee that has to be paid on your property that you little settlement that you set up. You can't set up a huge settlement. You just get a little bit. Max money. Yeah, don't worry about that. We don't have a trader right now anyway. I've got minimum mining hits at 25. It's usually set, I think, about 51. And that's just a little bit too many times to have to swing that pickaxe to break down a mine wall. So I usually set it at 25. And everything else I usually leave the same. And I think that's, be sure and save everything. Oh, Biddy Gaming, got her set at GM level 5, or player game management power is what it is. I leave all the positions the same, everything. The only thing I change is the management power. That way I can do everything I want to do. Okay, select game database. Then you go over here and you start an offline server. I want to make sure I'm on season 1. I want to make sure that I'm playing single player, so I will start offline. Whenever you get a copy or something, don't change the name of creative. Change the name, leave adventure and creative alone. Adventure has NPCs and all kinds of weird stuff, and I just don't like NPC or adventure. There's not enough room to set up a big settlement and everything in it. I've tried it. I don't care for it. I like to build big. But be sure and make a copy and then rename your copy. That way you'll always have a copy to start a new game. Alright, let's start the offline server. When it finishes loading, which sometimes takes a few minutes, now it says server connected to Steam, and now you get this button that says Shutdown Server, and these are grayed out. Don't X these out. Minimize them. Because that's what's running your game, basically. Okay. Single player, you go to the LAN, local area network. Click on the name of your game. If you've got a password, which I do recommend, that way nobody can come in and mess with it, and put in your password. And then click OK, and then it will load. I hope that was fairly clear. All right, and now we are back in. And I've already skipped through all the tutorials. Now, oh, no. No. Escape. Quit. You just hit escape, and get the quit. You can quit. There's also other settings you can do. I'm quitting that. Sorry about that, folks. This is where this comes in. You just go back down to your thing, click on this part, Shutdown Server. And it will shut it down, and then we'll start over. Alright, let's do it again. And if you notice, I am still on my old computer. If you did not see my infected game yesterday, my get this renamed. I want to rename this Season 2. Alright, now we're up on Season 2. And let's look, make sure everything's okay. But anyway, Sunday I finished getting, Sunday I got everything finally downloaded. And I decided to go on and start doing a bunch of testing. Did that for a while, and it crashed. Well, it came up memory management error. I thought, well, it's just a glitch. So I started the computer again, went back in. I played on a game for, I guess, about 2 hours. And it started crashing continuously. I mean, it would crash, shut down, start up, crash, shut down, start up continuously. So I thought, well, something's wrong. I'm just going to reset the computer. So I went into Windows and did that. Well, let's see here. I want to put a name in. I want to have changed this name. Let's go with let me take that. Alright. But anyway, I went into Windows, got that, I wanted to reset everything. Well, I hit that button, went in, then all of a sudden it started resetting. It got so far, and then I get this screen that says reload Windows on something, and I couldn't get off that screen. So basically I have a fancy box with a bunch of junk in it. I've got to get a hold of tech support, find out what I need to do, because, something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Okay. Players. Save that. Now let's see what happens. I mean, if we have to, we'll play on this server, but the old server, but I would prefer to start another one and catch up. But anyway, I figure if we're starting a new game anyway, once the computer's fixed, it won't take that long to... Now what's going on? I don't want old bitty gaming. Oh, man. Now I've got two instances running. Shut this down. You can see how confusing it is to get this set up, especially if you're trying to start a second separate game. Let's get this one shut down. Alright. Manage local server. Local server. Game database, season 2. Change this to Old Biddy. And I finally got that to work because I ran the letters together. They'll take it if it's one word. If it's two words, if for some reason they don't like that name. Alright. I think we're going to leave everything the same. Spawn point. Yeah, okay. Okay. My name's not up here yet. So now let's try it. Get the offline server going. We're going to run out of time here real quick. I haven't even got in the game yet. Let's go that. There we go. Old Biddy. Connect. Okay. Just have to make sure you got the right name as your server. And let's see if we come up with a new server. There we go. Alright. Email. Send. I'll run through the head real quick. Eyes I don't care about. Nose looks okay. Let's flatten out the chin just a little bit. There we go. Put a smile on my face. Complexion. I want it fairly clear. Skin color. Looks good. Hair. You just left click and you can turn them. See what the hair looks like. I think I want it. Yeah, let's put it in a ponytail. And hair color, I don't care about the eyebrows. Let's make it red. Yeah, there we go. Am I sure? Yes. And we're going to have to get through. What's going on? I don't. I'm going to have to figure out how to get rid of all this stuff. But Anyway, it looks like this video is going to be a loss. It's really hard to start a second game because they always use what you have saved. The only other way you can do it is go in and delete your adventure file and your creative file and go back into Steam and re-download them. Then you start up with a fresh new game. I will try that. I hate to do it, but I wanted to start fresh because I have a idea of what I want to do. And if you don't want to go through the tutorial or you've already been through it, all you have to do is keep hitting next, and then when you hit skip stage, you can skip the stage, and you don't have to. It just takes a little bit. There's no way that I know of to completely close it out because there's no X up here. So you just go through. If you do a new player, and you can have alts, and I don't usually play with an alt. I'm in one person. There's plenty for me. Next, next, next. Skip stage, yes. Skip stage, yes. Skip stage, yes. Skip stage, yes. Skip stage. There's a lot of stages. I mean, it's a very detailed tutorial. It does help a lot, but if you've been through it 100 times, okay. End tutorial. Okay. Skills. As you can see, all my skills are up 50. Character. There's my inventory. You just hold your left mouse button down to move this stuff. Then you go down here in the bottom corner where there's some little lines that go across, and you can adjust the size. These here, I like to make them smaller because I don't have anybody to talk to. I mean, once you get guards in, you'll hear them say something once in a while, but other than that, I don't worry about it. So I just make these a little bit smaller, but you can put everything where you want it. Okay, I like that there. This menu, I like over here out of the way. This, I don't use very often, but let's move this back over a little bit. Okay. And this, I'll move over here. This, I'll put right there. And inventory, do we have, okay, shield. You want to right click on it, go down to equip, and it will be equipped onto your body. Where's it at? Anyway, it's somewhere here on your body. And there ought to be longsword. Right click on it. Equip. There's your sword. There's your shield. There's your tool belt. There's your backpack. There's your hat you're wearing, your clothes you're wearing, gloves, everything you've got on your body. And I guess that's about all I can do. I need to figure out how to start completely, because I don't really want to have all this stuff, because when I do get the new computer up and running, it will be empty again. So I don't really want to get too much further along in this game. But anyway, I'm sorry about not having a new game for you yet. And when I figure out exactly how to start a completely fresh game, I will let you know. I know it involves deleting your adventure map and your creative map, and then it will re-download them, and you should have a fresh game. But I will check it, and I will let you know if that works. But everybody have a wonderful day. If you liked my rambling on today, please hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If anybody has any questions or knows exactly how to restart the game, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when the next video is live. I am doing another series called The Infected, which is very good. I just started fresh on it again yesterday. And if you want to see more of my rambling, hit that subscribe button. Everything is appreciated. I'm a brand new channel and I am trying to grow. I think at the moment I have 12 subscribers, which I thought I would never have. But anyway, everybody have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.